Okay, so after I made this video about the Dream Drop Carbine 7, it made me want to show you some other awesome weapon talent combinations that I use in my daily Division 2 gameplay runs, whether it be PvE missions, bounties, legendary, or PvP. And I think that what actually made me pull the trigger on this video was the exclusive skin that you get for this. I mean, do you see how awesome this looks? The way you get it is by reaching a certain level on the season rewards track. I can't remember which one, but I'll be doing other videos like this with different weapon types like shotguns and snipers, because every weapon has something that makes them unique. Not only that, but can possibly put them on a different level based on what talent is used. So the weapon type is a Vector SPR. It's the smallest out of the Vector variants, and it has the smallest magazine, but it also shoots the fastest and hits the hardest. I mean, this hits like a truck, which is why the talent is so relevant. Measured is so slept on. It's always been, in my opinion. And with all the buzz surrounding pulse resistance, people being immune to it, Flatline is going to start becoming less and less effective in PvP. I've made a lot of videos on that issue alone and already made 3 builds with 100% pulse resistance. Not to mention everyone else with their very own setups. Sooner or later, people are going to wise up and realize that Heartbreaker in PvP is not it. And this can actually provide a segue for those who normally wouldn't like to go into DZ to go into DZ, because now everybody is using pulse. So I think it'll be smart to use pulse resistance, and if you do, it'll make your farming runs and experiencing the DZ so much more enjoyable. And I'd say you gotta face the music. Just go in there, handle your business, get accustomed to it. 9 times out of 10, somebody you encounter may be in the same boat as you, and just experimenting. It doesn't hurt to try. But in regards to Heartbreaker in PvP, there's too much of a hard counter to it. So what's going to eventually end up happening is players fighting against each other with 100% pulse resistance using Flatline. And guess what? None of them will be gaining any extra damage. So let's eclipse that. How about 100% pulse resistance with another talent like this one, so you'll be doing that extra damage. Now, the reason Measured hits so hard with this Vector specifically is because of the rate of fire and its burst damage. The way Measured works is with the first half of the magazine, the fire rate is increased and damage is reduced, but it shoots so fast it honestly feels like a buff. Then on the second half of the magazine, the fire rate decreases and damage increases. But here's the thing, it still shoots fast, so you can't lose. I've used Measured in a few builds that I can remember, and it's never failed me, especially in PvP. At the end of the day, it's all about preference when it comes to talents. I personally really enjoy this one, and if you haven't tried it already, then you should give it a go. Tell me down below if you've ever used this setup before. Do you think it hits harder than the Dark Winter? Well, tell me your opinions below. I'll see you in the next one. Be right out.